Well, joining us this morning is Greg Reilly with Honey Creek Animal Hospital. Thanks for stopping by, Greg.
Thank you.
We have a few things to talk about this morning. One was something we brought up to you guys a few weeks ago, something called the mega esophagus. You had a cute little German Shepherd puppy, correct?
German Shepherd puppy by the name of Madison that had a surgery for the mega esophagus, which is caused by a persistent right aortic arch.
Okay, explain what that is.
Well, basically what was going on with Madison is that there was a defect in his growth when he was an embryo, and that was causing the mega esophagus, so he was unable to swallow food, and he was stunted in growth and weight and so forth. These are pictures that the fine people over at the University of Illinois have done for us, where he's had his post-operative surgery, so he is doing fantastic. Now this afternoon on the midday, he will be making a surprise guest appearance just to show us how he's doing, and hopefully give a thank you for everyone in the Valley who helped with his surgery.
Yeah, well, we had a few people donate to that surgery because it's quite a pricey one.
It's a very pricey one, very pricey one. But,
yeah.
Today we're also going to be talking about that's been dominating the headline news lately, and that is the canine influenza.
Yes, a lot of people are questioning about that, asking questions. They're not too sure about it.
Absolutely.
One thing I know that people want to know is, can it be transferred to humans?
Absolutely not. No, that is not. Now, the big thing that I learned this week is that there's two different strains out there right now, and I learned this from the veterinary medicine over at Cornell University.
Okay.
The one that has been out there for quite some time developed right around about 2004, and that mostly involved greyhounds at the greyhound racing track right around the Florida area. And that's where the vaccine kind of comes in. The vaccine is somewhat effective, not completely. It takes about 2 months for it to become completely effective.
And that's the one that we're talking about that's kind of the outbreak right now.
No.
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 Because I know that there's another one in Chicago that's different.
That is correct, yes. Now the American version, that's going to be that's going to be the H3N8.
Okay, that's the one that we've been hearing about.
No.
No? Okay,
no, I'm sorry.
multiple. You're confusing me here. Okay, so I'm like everybody else this morning. I'll just let you kind of explain.
Okay, so the version that everyone is hearing right now, that is going to be the H3N2 version, and that's an avian version.
Okay.
And that's going to be more dangerous, actually, and it's not contagious to humans. It is contagious to cats.
Okay.
And the big thing about it is that you have severe respiratory distress, as we could see some of this video right here. There's really not a whole lot one can do other than do supportive care. There's not a vaccine for it. In terms of supportive care, it's going to be mostly antibiotics and fluids to make sure they don't become dehydrated. The big thing that you have to really worry about is that in such a dense population like, say, Chicago, where it can affect cats, cats tend to roam. Dogs obviously are in close proximity to each other. That's where it can outspread really quickly.
Well, they're talking about avoiding, grooming salons, boarding facilities, dog parks right now, just to avoid maybe catching that flu.
Right, absolutely. And basically how it's transmitted is by fomites. And when I say fomites is that, let's say Moppet sneezes on this desk, right? The virus spreads on the desk really quickly. Let's say I bring another dog in, like say Pagan or something like that. He sniffs the desk, and that's how Pagan becomes infected.
Okay.
So the virus can be transmitted by skin, hair, clothing, and so forth. And that's what makes it so tricky and a little bit alarming.
Okay, so there's a couple out there. If someone's thinking, okay, how do I know if my dog has the flu? What's the symptoms for it?
Obviously a lot of coughing, sneezing, lethargy, not really wanting to eat, maybe a little bit of a low-grade fever. It has not hit Terre Haute right now, so I wouldn't be too alarmed about it. But certainly if your dog is coughing, sneezing, you may want to take it to your veterinarian. Probably don't want to go inside the veterinary clinic. Maybe just call them and say, hey, can you come out to my car and examine my dog, just so you protect everyone else in the clinic. Be cautious.
And if you're traveling, that's something else to keep in mind also.
Yes, indeed, indeed. So later on, I'll be having a couple more information on my Facebook page on Greg the Pet Guy on Facebook.
Okay, and then if you guys have any questions, you can always give Greg a call. He'll answer all of your questions right over the phone.